Morning and welcome to the final day of the Medway Valley Walk. Myself and Luke slept really well last night. I got a really good night's sleep, which is good. So I'm feeling confident about this final day. We've got 7.5 miles, I believe. We're going through places like Borstal, which of course is well known for the Young Offenders Institution, and yeah, we'll be passing through places like that on our way along the River Medway again to Rochester, where this long distance walk finishes. Really calm day today, the sun's coming out already, it's not really cold, there's no wind. This spot last night was really sheltered. We had quite a bit of rain last night, which was really nice actually, because it was just really relaxing, the sound of the rain on the tents, and I think that contributed to us sleeping so well. That and the fact we were just absolutely shattered from yesterday's all day walking. For breakfast I've got this food on the move, original porridge with full cream milk. I've got some like Nature Valley bars as well and then I've got a British Army chocolate mint flavour hot chocolate. I had like a chocolate orange coffee. Well, I tried to have it earlier, it was horrific, so that went in the bushes. Luke's not a fan of coffee either. I like the benefits of coffee, but I don't like coffee, if that makes sense. Yeah, it's all good. It's going to be a nice day. I'm looking forward to finishing the walk though, definitely. Be good to get to Rochester, get the Essex flag out and celebrate. We're going to tuck into some food now and then start getting the rest of our stuff packed away. Peter's Village, which is this like kind of swanky new riverside apartments or housing, sort of flats and stuff.
Yeah, there's a penthouse, don't you know?
Overlooking the river here, and we were camped like over there last night, yeah. And as we were walking down, I said there was that concrete hard standing bit over there, and like these old concrete walls, really high, and like an old metal railing fence as well. And I was like, that's definitely like Victorian or something. Anyway, it turns out it was part of a lime kiln that was along the river back in the day.
Using chalk from the North Downs, which is probably explains the chalk quarries over there.
And look, the chimneys say Peter's on the side. On further reading, Luke has discovered that not only did we camp on a, are we saying Victorian lime kiln?
Victorian lime kiln, yeah.
Victorian lime kiln, but also archaeologists also found a like part of a Roman temple, like a chamber to the south of the retaining wall, and it was part of a Roman temple dedicated to the god Mithras. Later theories have suggested this chamber was part of a warehouse or a mausoleum. However, recent excavations found the ground in this area had been disturbed by modern works, and only fragments of Roman roof tile, painted wall plaster, and AD 3rd to 4th century Roman pottery were found in the adjacent area. So,
boom.
We're going to bump the rating of that camp spot up to what, a 5?
A 5 for its historic value.
Woldham is another village listed in the Domesday Book that remained largely agricultural until the mid-19th century, when a cement factory was built and the population quadrupled to over 1,000. The factory closed in the 1920s, and there was no railway on the east bank of the Medway. Transportation by barge having become uncompetitive when a new bridge at Rochester denied sea-going barges access to the river, and all production was transferred to sites on the West Bank. In 2016, a new bridge, the Peters Bridge, was built across the Medway, and the sites of the Peters Woldham Hall, Cement Works and Peters Pit are being redeveloped for housing.
You just come off of the path down there, and it's like this little spot here with a bench. The bench moves as well, like you can move it about. You could easily camp here, I reckon, and have a look out over the river. Honestly, I wish if we'd have got this far last night, we could have camped here. Like you could squeeze 2 tents in here, or a big 2-person tent easily, and it's far enough away from the village of Woldham, which is like back up there. This is nice. I'm liking this. I think me and Luke just said we should come back here. We should try and find this spot again and do like a one-off camp here or something. This is good.
The first institution under a programme to separate young convicts from adults was established here at Borstal in 1902, and the village gave its name to other such institutions not only in the United Kingdom but also in certain Commonwealth countries such as India. Rochester has long been a key crossing point on the Medway. Watling Street, the Roman road from Richborough to London and beyond, crossed the river here. Soon after the 43 AD invasion, the Romans constructed 9 stone piers in the river and placed a wooden walkway on top. Each of the 9 piers was allocated to a different group of Kent parishes, each group being responsible for the cost of repairing its allocated pier. This arrangement kept the Roman bridge in use until it was washed away by floods and ice in 1381. The second bridge, completed in 1391, consisted of 11 arches, 10 of stone and 1 a wooden drawbridge that could be raised to allow ships through. The drawbridge and an adjacent arch were later converted into a single stone arch, larger than the rest. The medieval bridge was replaced in 1856 by a cast iron bridge with 3 arches and a swing bridge at the Strood end to allow ships upstream. The construction of railway bridges that did not allow the passage of ships made the swing bridge pointless, and the whole bridge was reconstructed to its present form, which now carries westbound traffic only. Eastgate House is an Elizabethan townhouse that has been recently restored and reopened to the public. It was used by Charles Dickens as a model for Westgate House in Pickwick Papers and for the Nuns' House in Edwin Drood. Restoration House is on Crow Lane, just off the High Street, and this red brick Elizabethan mansion was the model for Satis House, the home of Miss Havisham in Great Expectations. The name reflects Charles II's supposed stay here on his way back from France for the restoration of the monarchy. Close to the end of the walk, the Watergate, Norman in style but actually a reproduction, leads to the castle garden within the original Bailey walls, where there are toilets and a refreshment kiosk. At the top of the Bailey is one of the finest Norman keeps in the country, built by Archbishop of Canterbury William Colville, to whom the castle passed in 1126. All the internal floors in the main body of the keep are gone, but you can climb to the top and walk around the walls on 2 sides.
So it's coming up to 1:45 and we have arrived at Rochester Castle and the finish of the Medway Valley Walk. Well done, mate.
Another one, complete.
Absolute lad.
Yes.
Come here.
Well done, mate.
Yes!
Been a good one. It was a long one.
There's Rochester Cathedral over there. The keep's behind us. I've actually done a video of this castle when I visited ages ago, so you can watch that up here somewhere. I'll put a link below. We are gonna kick our boots off. Where's Luke? And just lay on the grass for an hour, I reckon, and just
enjoy the sun.
Yeah, and just recover. Really, I'm absolutely battered. To be fair, I think I started this one and I didn't feel great, and I've only just sort of started feeling a bit better now. Really, I'm glad it's done now and we've completed the book. Oh, take that bag off. That bag has not felt any lighter the whole trip.
There is a fine view of the west front of Rochester Cathedral from the castle. The 4 turrets, the arcading and the carved doorway present a harmonious whole despite the imperfect symmetry. 3 of the turrets were restored in 1892. The figures atop the inner pillars of the doorway have been variously identified as Henry I and Queen Matilda, or as Solomon and the Queen of Sheba. Much of the rest of the cathedral has been rebuilt and restored over the centuries to such an extent that a simple description of who built what and when is impossible.
We've had a really good 3 days of walking the Medway Valley Walk, from Tunbridge Castle to here at Rochester Castle on the River Medway. It's been hard going, it's not been easy, but it's always worth it, and it means that finally we have completed this guidebook, the Kent Ramblers Guide to 3 River Valley Walks in West Kent. So it's a trio of walks that we've done: the Darrant Valley Path, the Eden Valley Walk and the Medway Valley Walk. Thanks to Luke for joining me on this one. Well done, mate.
Cheers, Tom.
It's been good fun. Highlight for you of the walk?
The highlight is going to be having 2 good nights sleep for once. So normally have a not great night's sleep, or 1 night's sleep and a shit night's sleep. It was nice to actually have 2 fully good nights sleep. It prepared us for the next day.
Yeah, we did sleep really well both nights. I think it was a good idea to bring the OEX Phoxx 1 tents. They were a godsend, especially on the second night when it rained. You know, it was somewhere we could get in out of the rain, we could get changed, we could cook and eat if need be, and yeah, just helped us get a good night's sleep and recover, ready for the walk the next day. Personally, I think for me, like, the best bit was Tunbridge to Yalding, and then from like Snodland to Rochester. I'd say the middle bit was possibly the least preferable bit.
Pretty much the Maidstone section.
Yeah, but there was bits in Maidstone I thought was nicer than I expected it to be, and you can tell there's a lot of history there. It's just overlooked in a way. I still don't know if it should be classed as the county town of Kent. I think there are towns that are equally as deserving of that status, but hey ho.
Well, even Rochester, it's a beautiful town.
Yeah, Rochester is amazing.
Charles Dickens.
Yeah, of course, Charles Dickens lived here, spent time here, drew a lot of inspiration.
Walked to the North Downs from here for inspiration.
Yeah, definitely. And of course you got this fantastic castle and cathedral here. Yeah, I do like Rochester. Of course, I'm trying to get to initially 9,000 subscribers. Eventually, long-term goal is 10,000 subscribers. If you haven't subscribed already, if you could, that would be fantastic. Thank you very much. As I've noticed that there are people that watch the videos that aren't subscribed. Thank you for watching them, but honestly, do us a massive favour and subscribe as well. Click the little bell notification and click all, so you get all notifications as soon as I've posted a video. You stay up to date then with the channel. And of course, if you could subscribe to Luke's channel, the Real Travelling Amigos. Trying to get up to 500 subscribers.
Trying to get there. I'm just about on 400, so 100 to go.
Come on, let's get
and
in.
then I can get a community page.
Yeah, that's
the target.
That's what we're aiming for. So come on, get Luke to 500 subscribers. All that leaves me to say is thank you very much for joining us on this long distance route. I hope you've enjoyed it, and let us know what you think. Until next time, take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe everyone, and be nice to one another. Remember, get out there and explore your local area and whatnot. So I'll see you on the next one. Bye.